Hello, everyone. My name is Devlin Howard, for those who do not know, and this shall be my first episode of He Said What Now? This show I decided to do because since I currently can't sew, sketch, work out, drive, due to my accident and medical conditions, thought it would ease the clear psychosis that I'm currently going through. What can this show be about? Pretty much whatever I want. And that's generally what it's going to be about. Topics that irk me, interest me, might interest you. Can these topics be, I don't know, scandalous? Yes. Can these topics be deemed inappropriate? Maybe. Can these topics probably piss off a lot of people? Definitely. Because I'm going to want to speak about some things that most people don't want to talk about. And they don't want to express in a broader spectrum than what social media likes to portray as the facts. I also would like to go ahead and say that I'm going to try to keep this as unedited as possible. I was going to try to make scripts for each episode, but now I'm like, that's too much work. And it's probably not going to feel as genuine to what I would like to speak about. So, let's get started. The first topic I've decided to speak about is kind of a mixture of topics. And it's this lovely phrase that I constantly have to hear and I've had to witness a lot of people say, mostly parents, and that comment is, I'm an adult. Now, the term I'm an adult, I know why it's used, but what is funny about that is most people are adults. Once they hit what age? We know, 21. However, to many parents, that terminology matters the rest of their lives. But they forget to realize that, yes, you are an adult, but you're just older at this point. You're just older than the child you are saying this statement to. And I know why most of you say this statement. You say this statement as an empowerment thing for most of the time to fill your egos and, well, look at that. And like I said, these are not going to be edited, so what happens in the videos. So as I was saying, most of the time you say this phrase because it puts you on an ego trip. It makes you feel, empowered and feeds into your need for, how do I say this without being rude? Your clear need to feel superior. Because you can say I'm an adult to stop a child from speaking regardless if it's fact or not. And that is the issue that I have with most parents. Because you use this statement and this comment in a manner to depower your children and to make what they feel less relevant than your feelings. But most of the time, your feelings are just to avoid being told you were wrong about something when you definitely are wrong about it. Because most children, when they say something or when they do something or when they perceive something, it's exactly what they feel. But most parents feel because you have an age variant over a child that gives you the automatic right to be rude and disrespectful to them. That gives you an automatic right to not feel or care about what your child's opinion is. It also makes you feel that you are the complete entitlement to deem their feelings as disrespectful to you, regardless of how factual it is. And that is my issue with that phrase, because you and many other people forget that at the end of the day, while yes, they are younger than you, they are still, first off, human. Second off, your offspring that you brought into this world without their consent, keep that in mind. You brought a child into this world without their consent. So, you continuously trying to throw into their faces that you are the adult in the process, when that child could actually be telling you something you might need to pay attention to, is a problem. Because what you really are doing is you are trying to place your own insecurities as well as your own personal beliefs on that child when they actually could be saying something to you that's very important. So, a lot of you might not like what I just said, but a lot of you need to get a reality check that what you're doing is actually informing not just your child, but most people that you don't like to be proven wrong. And therefore, instead of taking the criticism from who you deem to be inferior to you, who actually might not be inferior to you, they actually might be smarter than you, which I think in some of your minds is actually the issue, is that your child may actually know something that you do not know, and therefore you must discredit it to make yourself personally feel better. That is the issue right there. But, as I said, some of you, I know not all of you are using that phrase for this malicious and very degrading manner of power tripping. But to those who are, you need to get a reality check, because what you could be doing is removing your chance to actually learn something about yourself that actually might make a difference. That might actually make you a better person. That might actually make you understand what your child is going through, what your child is trying to express to you. Because normally when a child says they do not like something, they don't like it. But if you keep on playing this game of, I'm the adult though, you're going to do what I say, you're going to do what I feel, all that, yada, 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 but then at the same time try to tell your child that they have a right to their opinion and don't let people push over them, that counts for you too. That counts you too. Keep that in mind. You're still a person. You might be a parent. You might be an adult. But at the end of the day, how you treat your child and how you make them feel, it comes back at you. Because once they hit that age of 21, they don't have to deal with you anymore. Once they hit that age where they're taking care of you, you never know what's on their mind. How many times you said they the adult, that you're the adult. Sorry. Keep that in mind. Next time you just continue to say that you're the adult in the situation just because you do not want to listen or understand what your child is trying to tell you. Actually, if anybody's trying to tell you something, open up, understand. Don't just continually shut down everybody just because you feel your age defines your intellect and your power. Because we already know a lot of these children out here got IQs way higher than most of us 21 plus year olds. So that's what I wanted to say today. So, as I said, my name is Devlin Howard, and until next time, peace, grace, and stay gorgeous.